already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about if you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for.
Pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm even thinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning. But
the playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. His first pass falls incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Now here's Cam Scatterby on the ground. We'll cobble together a yard there. That stop made by Derek Brown.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down now. Here's Dart. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
Their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Young on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. Jukes away from one. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Cordell Flott there on the stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact. All right, now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
It's 2nd and inches at at the Giants' 44-yard line.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. On second down, it's Hubbard. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On second down, it's Etienne. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuck in the run.
And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Panthers first.
Ready, set, cut. Ready?
Play action now. Young bails out of the pocket quick. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
A loss of 3 yards. It's second down.
Looking to throw. Young. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On third down, it's Young. Completed over the middle. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Off the play fake, it's Young. Pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it, and the feet are in bounds too. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on fourth down, Brock. They're moving the chains. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Hubbard quick on the draw. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Panthers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. He's finally going to see it. Tracy. And he's going to get up to speed through that snow to break off a gain of 5. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
From the gun, here's Darts. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. They get 27 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
First down now, ball at the 33. Darts out of the shotgun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kobe Bryant has it. And the Panthers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Young. Headed out right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Young working from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That one gains 7. And that's going to bring up the Carolina first down. Here's Young to throw. Gets him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
This one falls incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready.
To the air yet again. Young. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. On play action with Darts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Out of the gun this time, here's Darts. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back to that pass is failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knockaway. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
At their own 22-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. And going play action. Young. Flushed out of the pocket. Chucks this one deep down the right sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And this is another incompletion. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Darts looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throw here, 3rd down. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Now, this snow is making all kicks a little tougher, and with that in mind, they're going to pass on the field goal and go for this 4th down. The Giants using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Now, this snow is making all kicks a little tougher, and with that in mind, they're going to pass on the field goal and go for this 4th down. They'll go. Here's Darts. It's on target to Johnson. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Scatterboo runs in for the New York touchdown. The Giants start to fight back with their first points of this game. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. No No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 9. This makes it up to the 25.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Stick around. There's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Shotgun snap now to Young. Escapes the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To the air on third and long. This is cut downfield by Horn. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
First time this game they've looked to him, and now they face second down. Here's Young again. Finds a man, right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Young on first and 10. Brought in close to the 8. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal. Young's going to sneak it. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take the lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them. And that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. On first down, here's Dart. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Back to throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So now it's going to be third and long. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Trevor Etienne to return this. Things going well so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he's slowed up just a yard on that run. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Young looking to throw. That's complete inside the 35. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tyler Newman with the tackle.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They run again with Hubbard. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Come on, set.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Rolling out to his left. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Set, ready. Ready.
Out of the gun, Young. Flushed out now to his left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
On third down, it's Young. Throws caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you'd love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
From the gun, here's Dart. Has him running the comeback. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
15 yards. And the Giants' 1st down.
Scatterboo now from the gun. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Darts out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. Makes the tackle. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. And play action with Dart. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants start the 2nd half with some needed points. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. The nose point after is good. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game.
17. Giants 14.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, this is Etienne. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Young. Connects on the crosser. Nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All set to go now from the 35. Handoff out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
Young working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They kick the running back in motion.
Hey, red.
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. This is Liggett working the left side. And just after the catch, he is hit and... A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
So first down from the 41.
Come on. Ready?
From the gun, Etienne gets it. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Young on the play action. Buying some time left. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to bring up the Carolina first down.
A gain of 18.
Young to throw it. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, That defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, red, cycle. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Short pass brought in. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of it as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Ball red. Black, 95. Set.
To the air, yet again. Young. Completed over the middle. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Never eat shredded wheat. North, east, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that. So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. To throw, here's Dart. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
That's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to push one deep down the right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Third down now. Here's Dart. And once again, they can't connect. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. So that brings up 4th and long. The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
Their own 29-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Finds him over the middle. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And finally, they're able to corral him, but not before he gets a hefty amount on that return.
Their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And it's going to be second down.
Second down and 10.
Here we go, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here goes Dart to the air. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. He fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make the play just as that tight end did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They go right back to Tracy. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Giants first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in, and now an extra point will give him the lead and maybe the win. Now the kick team out to steal away the lead with a point after. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game.
Panthers 20.
Good now, ready to send this away. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it at the 30. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Set, ready. 45, white. Set.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Set. Yellow, 27, 38. Blue strike.
Here he is to throw. And he's got it! He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left!
Touchdown, Carolina.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. Now after the timeout to talk things over, here they go, trying for two.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
Panthers 28, Giants.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Kick taken in here at the 17. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round.